Hello everyone, so in this video, if you are experiencing a problem with your ESC, such as what I happened to experience with this conversion of the UFly 16 frame to a Mobilite 7 frame. So I was able to convert this, but the problem is my ESC got problematic, and uh, I experienced this a lot of question marks on my ESC from ESC1 to ESC4. As we all know, this is an all-in-one board. So the ESC is actually inside of the flight controller. So hopefully we could fix this. And this is how I will do it. And if it works, hopefully it works for you. So now if you happen to lose your configuration and there is some question marks on your ESC, possibly you will have this problem as well, wherein there are a lot of Y on my target name. So if you have this problem, go to BLHELI configurator, download the file. Now I'll try to put a link on the GitHub for the installer, and similar with the ESC configurator, you have to do the same. You have to plug your battery for your quad as well as for the micro. You have to connect via micro USB as well. As you can see here, all of my ESC is having this Y error, and there are a lot. If I plug this ESC on the ESC configurator, it will be a lot of question mark. Good thing is sub 250 shared the, or they told us the firmware for this device, which is under BLHELI. So as you can see here, I do not know my exact target name. So be very careful with this one. Or I had known the target name of my ESC, which is the OH-5. So what you need to do is you have to flash the OH-5 firmware for your ESC. If you will be lucky if only a few of the ESC is having issue. For example, ESC1 has this Y error, but the ESC2 is okay. You will be able to see the target name. But the problem that you might have is similar to mine, wherein all of the ESC doesn't have a target name. Okay, so what you just need to do is to flash it back to the original target name. And in order for you to do so, you have to go to you have to flash your firmware. And for me, I have to flash all. And from here, I have to choose the OH-5 firmware. And I have to select the version wherein I put the latest one, the official firmware. And I click ignore inappropriate MCU, then I flash the firmware. During this time, make sure that you have a sufficient battery for your quad, so that there would not be any issue after you flash the firmware, because the moment it has an issue, the ESC will be bricked. So we don't want to have to experience that problem, because it's quite difficult to fix a bricked ESC, and that is one of the problems of low-level flashing, such as this one. Flashing of both the firmware and the ESC is quite risky, and you could really brick, or your quad would be unusable the moment you have an error. So after this flashing, you have to check with your configurator. So after this, we'll just close this one, and you have to open up the ESC configurator again. So from there, you could change your settings to the appropriate settings that you need to do, and well, hopefully this could help you to recover your unusable ESC. Okay, so that is how you fix your file for your ESC firmware. Use the BLHELI configurator, and of course, and ultimately press that inappropriate MCU and layout so that your firmware will be written to your quad. So hope this video helped you to fix that issue. And as always, see you in the next video. Happy flying! See you around.